Hello everyone and welcome back once again. This is your civics teacher here, and this time I am here with a new chapter of NCERT grade 7, that is understanding media. Students, media is a word that is generally used to refer to the radio, TV, newspapers, internet and several other forms of mass communication. Students, this chapter understanding media will help you to explore more about the media, and by going through this chapter you will understand that why it is necessary for the media to be independent in a democratic country like India. And students, at the last of this chapter you will also learn the different way through which the media affects our daily lives. So let's begin the chapter. Students, media is the plural form of the word medium, and this word media describes all the ways through which we can communicate in a society. And this word media is everything that we see, heard or read in our day-to-day lives, whether it is from the stall at the local fair to the program that you see on the TV can be called media. And students, as you all know that in modern media such as TV, radio, newspapers and the internet reach millions of people all over the world. So the common term used for them is mass media, means the way of communication that covers or connects millions of people at the same time. Now students, let's understand that how media and technology are related to each other. Students, the naming of mass media is related to the different technologies that are basically used in media. And students, why it is so? Students, this is so because in order to reach more people. Students, technology improves the reach and quality of media, and as technology improves, it also brings about new forms of media such as internet and social networking. And students, apart from this, technology has changed the ways in which we think about our lives. Like for an example, television has enabled us to think of our lives as members of a larger global world. And students, it is the technology that makes the world shrink and has brought the world closer to us. And students, as you all know that just by sitting at your home, you can see the images of storms that likely to hit the coast of Florida in the United States. Now students, let's understand that what is the role of money in media, or how the money affect the media. Students, as you all very well know that the different technologies that are generally used in mass media are very expensive. As for an example, TV studio has lights, cameras, sound recorders, transmission satellites, etc. And all these cost a lot of money. And students, as the technologies keep changing, a lot of money is spent on getting the latest technology. And students, that's why due to this, the mass media needs a great deal of money to do all these kind of setups. And students, now most television channels and newspapers are part of big business houses, and such media companies make money from advertisements that are repeated to make people buy different things and services. And students, all this often becomes a challenge because media companies might not report the truth about themselves or their profitable clients. As for an example, the media company makes money by advertising different ads like cars, chocolates, clothes, mobile phones, etc. Now students, let's discuss The role of media in a democracy. Students, the media plays a very prominent role in providing news and discussing events that taking place in the country and the world. And students, in a democracy, it is through media that people come to know about how the government works, and what people do often depends on the information provided by the media. Thus, media is an essential part of a democratic country. Students, as I said, that media helps citizens in analyzing the works of the government, and students, based on these works, the citizens can take action. And students, then citizens taking actions by writing letters to the concerned ministers, organizing a public protest, starting a signature campaign, asking the government to rethink its program, etc. And that's how the media plays a very prominent role in making the people awareness about the work of the government. Now students, let's understand that what is a balanced report. Students, as we discussed that media has a very significant role to play, and students, it is very important that the information that media gives us must be balanced. And students, a report is said to be balanced if it reveals all sides of the story, so that the readers or us are free to think about the next course of actions. And students, for giving a balanced report, the media has to be independent. It means that there should be no control or influence on the coverage of the news by the media, and no one should tell the media that what can be included and what should not be included in a news story. And an independent media would give reliable and unbiased news, and there is no need for the media to be non-tabloid. Students, tabloid media means to sensationalize crime stories, astrology, gossips about personal life of celebrities, etc. And there shouldn't be no paid news. Then students, we can say such a report is a balanced report. But students, in reality, the media is far from independent, and this is just because of two reasons. As the first one is the interference of government. Students, a government has a good control over the media, and the government can prevent a news item or scenes from a movie or the lyrics of a song from being shared with the larger public. And students, when government do so, then this is referred to as censorship. Students, censorship means when the government prevent a particular news item or scenes from a movie from being shared with the larger public. Students, secondly, the media also often focuses on a particular aspect of a story because they think that this makes the story interesting and increases the public support on an issue. And students, that's how in reality the media is far away from independence. Now students, let's discuss the last topic of this chapter, and that is setting agendas. Students, as I said earlier, that media plays a very prominent role in deciding that what stories to focus on, and therefore people think and behave according to what information comes from the media companies in choosing which news to share and which to avoid, and thus that's how set the agenda for the nation. And students, why media do so? Because to make more money or to have more power, the media often focuses on interesting stories that will attract more people, and it often report in a biased way. Students, moreover, there are several instances when the media fails to focus on the issues that are really significant for our society. And students, in order to earn more and more money, the media in reality are far from the independence, or in another words we can say far from the balanced report. And students, not only this, in fact the factual information that a news report provides us is often not complete and can be one-sided. So it is important that all media must be independent and the reports and the stories in the media should be balanced. Now students, that's all about your chapter number 6, and with this topic here your chapter number 6 is completed. Now I will be come back soon with another chapter. Till then, stay home, stay safe and stay healthy.